In a residential contract of sale, the mortgage contingency is one of the longest provisions in the entire document with 10 subparagraphs and just under 1,000 words. In this video, the real estate attorneys at the Donaldson Law Firm provide an overview of mortgage contingencies in residential real estate transactions. The first sentence in the mortgage contingency clause highlights its purpose where it states, "The obligation of the buyer to purchase under this contract is conditioned upon receiving a written commitment from a lender to make a mortgage loan." This means that, if the buyer is unable to obtain a loan, the buyer has the right to cancel the contract and receive a refund of the deposit which, in New York, is often 10% of the purchase price. In addition, most contracts allow a buyer 30 days to provide a written commitment letter to the seller's attorney. When the buyer does not provide a commitment by the deadline and does not request an extension or provide notice that a commitment was not received, the buyer waives the right to cancel the contract. Therefore, it's important that, if you are applying for a loan, please notify our office immediately if your lender denies your application or if you need more time. Conversely, if a commitment is not received by the day it's due, the seller can give written notice that, if a commitment is not provided within several days, the seller may cancel the contract and refund the buyer's deposit. As part of the loan application process, a lender will require an independent appraisal to ensure the value of the property is equal to or greater than the price agreed to between the buyer and the seller. Some lenders will issue commitment letters before an appraisal is performed. In that event, such a commitment will not satisfy the mortgage contingency until such time that an appraisal is conducted. In the unlikely event the appraisal concludes that the value of the property is less than the purchase price agreed to between the buyer and the seller, the buyer may cancel the contract or the buyer and seller can agree to an amended purchase price. However, once the lender issues a commitment after an appraisal has been performed, the buyer is considered to have satisfied the mortgage contingency and no longer has the right to cancel the contract. Those are the basics of the mortgage contingency clause in a contract of sale for residential real estate. If you have further questions, please contact the real estate attorneys at the Donaldson Law Firm and we'll be happy to address any concerns you may have.